For 100 years, the alien empire prepared for one enemy: humans. The empire had defeated many worlds before. Advanced civilizations, strong warrior species, ancient space kingdoms. But humans were different, not because they were powerful, because they were unpredictable. So the Alien High Council made a decision. They would not rush, they would not underestimate, they would study for an entire century. Their scientists watched Earth from deep space. Hidden probes floated near human satellites. Silent drones scanned human cities at night. Every war humans ever fought was recorded, every weapon tested, every military broadcast analyzed. Alien generals studied human history like it was a school. Subject: World War I, World War II, Cold Wars, Civil Wars. They saw humans fight each other. Again and again. They saw fear. They saw anger. They saw division. The alien commanders reached one clear conclusion: humans destroy themselves. They will never survive a united invasion. Their war academies trained soldiers from birth. Young alien children were taught one lesson every day: humans are emotional. Humans panic. Humans break. Massive shipyards were built near Dine. Stars, planet-killer cannons were tested in secret space. Battle simulations ran millions of times. Every result showed the same outcome: Earth would fall in less than 1 hour. Sometimes 40 minutes. Sometimes 30-2. The alien leaders felt proud. 100 years of preparation. Perfect planning. No mistakes. But there was something strange in the data. Humans kept advancing faster than predicted. New ships appeared. New defense systems. Stronger signals. The alien scientists adjusted their simulations. Still, humans lost every time. The High Commander finally gave the order: initiate final invasion. The largest fleet in alien history moved toward Earth. Thousands of warships blocked the stars. Shadows covered the moon. Weapons powered up. Inside the command ship, alien generals watched Earth on a giant holographic screen. They expected chaos. They expected emergency signals. They expected global panic. But Earth was calm. Cities were glowing peacefully. Traffic moved normally. Military bases showed no visible rush. No desperate messages were sent to space. No surrender. Request, no threats. Just silence. The alien commanders exchanged confused looks. Have they not detected us? One asked. Impossible. The fleet was too large to hide. Minutes passed. Still nothing. Then suddenly, a single signal came from Earth. Not from a military base. Not from a government. From Earth itself. The message was short. Clear.com. Are you sure? The alien bridge went silent. Some officers laughed. Psychological trick, one general said. Primitive fear response. The High Commander smiled. He had waited his entire life for this moment. 100 years, he said proudly. We are more than sure. He raised his claw. All fleets, fire. Thousands of alien weapons charged at once. Bright, energy-filled space. The first attack moved toward Earth, and in that moment, the war that was supposed to last 1 hour began asterisk, the alien fleet fired first. Thousands of plasma beams exploded from their ships. Bright blue light filled space. The attack was powerful enough to destroy countenance. The alien commanders watched calmly from their flagship. They expected fire. They expected destruction. They expected Earth to scream. But something impossible happened. Just seconds before the plasma beams touched Earth's atmosphere. Human defense. Satellites activated. Hundreds of small metal objects around Earth suddenly came alive. They moved into perfect positions, like pieces of a puzzle. Then space itself seemed to bend. A giant invisible shield formed around Earth. The plasma beams crashed into it. Instead of burning the planet, the energy spread across the shield like rain hitting glass. Not a single city was touched on the alien command bridge. Silence filled the air. "That is not possible," one officer whispered. Their scans updated quickly. Energy readings from Earth were rising. More satellites were powering up. Hidden stations that the aliens had never detected were now visible. Then it became worse. The shields did not just block the attack, it absorbed it. The alien scientists watched in shock as their own plasma energy was redirected back into space, but not randomly. It was being aimed. Within seconds, sharp beams of human-controlled energy shot outward. The first line of alien warships was hit. One ship exploded, then another, then 5 more. The alien front fleet, the strongest ships in their empire, were destroyed in less than 15 seconds. Inside, the flagship alarms screamed. Red warning lights flashed everywhere. How did they respond so fast? A general shouted. They should have needed at least 3 minutes to activate planetary defense. But Earth had reacted in less than 3 seconds. The alien commander clenched his claws. Analyze, now. The answer came quickly. The humans were not reacting. They were already ready. The defense grid had been fully charged before the first alien shot was fired. That meant only one thing. Humans knew the exact second the attack would begin. The alien officers felt something new. Not anger, not pride. Fear. Fear more. Human ships suddenly appeared from behind the moon. They were hidden in its shadow, completely invisible to alien scans. Stealth technology advance. Silent, perfect. The human ships moved with calm precision. They did not rush. They did not panic. Each target was selected carefully. Another alien cruiser exploded, then 2 carriers, then an entire support line. The alien commander felt his confidence begin to crack. This was not in the simulations, he said quietly. For 100 years, they had watched Earth. They had studied every human war, every human weapon, every human weakness. But they had assumed something very dangerous. They had assumed humans did not know. Now, the truth was clear. Humans had also been watching them. For 100 years, every alien probe sent to Earth had been detected. Every spy satellite had been tracked. Every hidden drone had been allowed to operate on purpose. Humans had fed them controlled information, old technology, outdated strategies, false weaknesses. The alien empire had not been studying humanity. They had been studying a mask. And now the real humans were showing themselves. The first minute of war was not chaos. It was a message. Earth was not surprised. Earth was ready, and the aliens were no longer sure. This war would last an hour. They were no longer sure it would last 10 minutes. Minute 3. The alien fleet was no longer smiling. The first attack had failed. Their front ships were destroyed, but they were still powerful. They still had numbers. They still believed they could win. The High Commander gave new orders. Advanced. Tactics. Full power. Immediately, the alien fleet changed formation. EMP waves were launched toward Earth. Massive pulses of energy moved through space, designed to shut down all human electronics, satellites, ships, defense systems, everything behind. The EMP waves came gravity bombs, small black spheres that bent space around them. If they reached Earth's orbit, they would crush human ships like paper. Then came the drone swarms, thousands of small attack drones, spread out in every direction. Fast, smart, deadly they were. Designed to confuse defenses and find weak points. The alien commanders felt confident again. This will break them, one general said. But once again, something unexpected happened. The EMP waves reached Earth first. Nothing happened. Human ships did not shut down. Human satellites did not fall. Instead, human systems switched modes. Backup grids activated instantly. Some ships even absorbed the EMP energy and redirected it. The gravity bombs moved closer. Suddenly, precise human laser strikes hit them at exact weak points. Each bomb exploded safely away from Earth. Not one reached its target. Then the drone swarm attacked. Human ships began to move, but not randomly. They moved with smooth, perfect timing. They shifted positions before the drones changed direction. It looked less like human pilots were controlling them, and more like the ships were thinking for themselves. Alien generals watched the battle screen in shock. How were they predicting? Us, one demanded. Every tactic the aliens used was being countered. Before it fully started, drone paths were intercepted. Attack angles were blocked. Weak points were protected. The High Commander opened the old war simulations. Every strategy they had trained for was failing in seconds. It was like humans already knew every move. Then the scanners detected something impossible. New ships behind them. The alien fleet turned. Slowly, a second human fleet had appeared in deep space, hidden in total darkness. They had been silent. No signals. No energy leaks. Nothing. The aliens had not detected them at all. For 100 years. Alien technology had been superior. But now they realized. Human stealth had surpassed them. The new human fleet did not rush. They positioned themselves calmly, perfectly. The alien fleet was now surrounded. A signal came from the lead. Human ship. It was not loud. It was not angry. It was calm, clear. The human commander spoke in a steady voice. You prepared for the humans you imagined. The alien bridge was silent. Not the humans who learned from you. In that moment, the truth became clear. Humans had watched every alien probe, every spy drone, every hidden scanner. They had studied alien strategy for a century. And they had devolved, while the aliens trained for old humans. Humans had trained for them. Panic began to spread across the alien fleet. Ships tried to reposition. Some captains broke formation. Orders were shouted. Signals overlapped. For the first time in their empire's history, the alien fleet was afraid, and the turning point of the war had arrived. Asterisk. Minute 7. Space was no longer filled with alien confidence. It was filled with fire. Half of the alien fleet was gone. Massive warships that took decades to build were now broken pieces floating in silence. Escape pods drifted without direction. Weapons that were meant to destroy Earth were now dark and useless. The human fleets moved with calm precision. No wild attacks, no wasted shots. Every strike had purpose. Every target was chosen carefully. The alien high commander stared at the battle. Screamy's claws trembled slightly. This was not how the simulations ended. This was not how a century of planning was supposed to look. Regroup the fleet, he ordered. But regrouping was impossible. Human ships had cut their formation in two pieces. Communication lines were jammed. Signals were delayed. Confusion spread like fire. Minute 8. The human second fleet moved closer. They targeted the alien. Command ships, the brains of the invasion. One by one, bright beams of focused energy pierced through alien defenses. The shields that once seemed unbreakable collapsed quickly under precise attacks. The first command ship exploded in a silent flash, then the second, then the third. Each explosion sent shockwaves of fear across the remaining alien forces. Without command ships, the fleet had no direction. Captains shouted different orders. Some tried to fight. Some tried to escape. Some froze. Human ships did not chase wildly. They blocked escape routes. They disabled engines instead of destroying everything. It was controlled. Measured, clean. Minute 9. Retreat. Signals spread across the alien network. For the first time in their empire's long history, they were running. Ships began charging hyperspace drives. Emergency jumps were calculated without proper safety checks. Some ships even collided while trying to flee. The proud invasion force had turned into a desperate crowd. On the human command ship, the officers watched quietly. No cheering, no celebration, just focus. Allow retreat, the human commander said calmly. They did not need total destruction. The message was already clear. Minute 10, the last alien warship jumped to hyperspace and then silence. The battlefield was quiet again. Floating debris drifted where a powerful empire once stood. The war that took 100 years to prepare for ended in 10 minutes. On Earth, there was no panic. In New York, traffic lights changed normally. In Tokyo, trains continued their routes. In small towns, people drank coffee and checked their phones. Children walked into schools, laughing. Most of them never even saw the battle above their sky. News channels showed only one short headline: threat neutralized. No dramatic speeches, no global celebration. Just calm confidence. Human, military forces slowly returned to standard positions. Defense systems powered down. Hidden weapons that had never been used remained secret because the truth was simple. Humanity had won without even showing its full strength. And somewhere in deep space, the alien empire finally understood something terrifying. The 10-minute war was not humanity trying its hardest. It was humanity holding back, asterisk far away from Earth. Deep in cold space, the surviving alien ships gathered in silence. They did not speak at first. They only watched the battle recordings. Again and again, the alien leaders sat inside a damaged command vessel. The room was darker than usual. Some systems were still broken. Sparks flickered from damaged walls. Their proud invasion fleet was gone, destroyed in 10 minutes. 100 years of preparation, gone in 10 minutes. The High Commander stood in front of the holographic display. He replayed the first moment of the battle, the human shield activating instantly, the perfect counterattacks, the hidden fleet appearing behind them. It was not luck. It was not chance. It was planning. Slowly, the alien scientists began to speak. Our data was correct, one said weakly. Our simulations were accurate, based on the information we had. The High Commander turned toward him, and that was the problem. He said quietly, the information. For 100 years, alien probes had orbited Earth. Spy drones had scanned human weapons. Listening stations had collected military signals. Humans never stopped them, at least. That was what the aliens believed. Now they understood the truth. Humans had allowed it. Every weapon design the aliens studied was already old. Every defense system they analyzed had already been replaced. Every military weakness they recorded had already been fixed. The aliens had been studying history, while humans were building the future. One scientist showed a new discovery on the screen. Human technology had been advancing faster than expected for decades. Entire space fleets had been constructed in hidden locations. New energy systems had been tested in deep space, far from alien sensors. Humans had seen the alien watchers long ago, but instead of attacking them, they used them. They fed them, controlled. Data, false confidence, old strategies. Humans changed quietly, improved quietly, evolved quietly. The High Commander felt something heavy inside his chest. For 100 years, the alien empire trained for war. They trained soldiers. They built weapons. They planned invasion routes. But humans trained for something else, survival. And survival was different. Survival meant learning from every mistake. Survival meant adapting faster than the enemy. Survival meant never showing your full strength. A new signal suddenly reached the damaged alien fleet. A final message from Earth. The alien leaders froze. The human transmission was calm, no anger, no pride, only truth. You trained for war. The words echoed inside the command room. We trained for survival. Silence followed. The alien leaders understood now. Humans were not the strongest species in the galaxy. They were not the largest empire. They were not the oldest civilization. But they were the most adaptable. For thousands of years on their own planet, humans survived ice ages, disasters, plagues, world wars, and extinction events. They fought nature. They fought each other. They learnt, they changed, they endured, and now they had survived the stars. The High Commander slowly lowered his head. "This is not a species we can conquer," he said quietly. "This is a species that cannot be broken." Far away, Earth continued its normal life. People laughed. Cities shined at night. Human ships quietly patrolled space. The galaxy had learned a lesson in 10 minutes. Never underestimate humanity. Because when humans fight, they do not fight to win. They fight to survive. And survival is something they have mastered for thousands of years. The galaxy would never look at Earth the same way again.